scale of how large these monuments are. And this is actually a burial chamber, and people would come and they would make their offerings to the dead. They would remember the ancestors that way. Just like we pour libations, they would come and pour libations and give the ancestors food. You can sit there. This is the myrrh trees being carried in ancient Punt, ancient Nubia. Please give our guest a hand. She just arrived, Dr. Murray. She's had a busy day. These are the myrrh trees, which were very important in the rituals in ancient Nubia. Burning frankincense and myrrh, and the kings that came to greet the story of Jesus, remember they came from Punt and Cush because they carried what? Frankincense and myrrh. All right? They came to bring that Ethiopian-born Jesus some things from the countryside to give him respect and honor. That's important to know. If there was such a Jesus, he was a Nazarene. This, if you look on a dollar bill, on your dollar bills, which you carry in the pocket, these are the pyramids that are in the dollar bills, on the dollar bills. They're not the pyramids from Egypt. This is an older civilization, and as you see, the caps are off. Where they have the caps separated in the third eye, most of the caps have been blown off because the tops were onyx and gold. And so they stuck dynamite down inside of there, blew the caps off looking for bones, and destroyed the remains. And just destroying, that's why a lot of this rubble is around here, because those structures are over 7,000 years old, and they are intact. They are intact. They would have been intact probably for another 7,000 years had they not been dynamited. So this is the disrespect that when you remember the story of King Tut, his remains were totally crushed because they were searching for the gold heart, which they never found. It was a rumor that the ancient people had a gold heart, and so they totally destroyed the heart looking for the mummy, which we could find out more about the civilization had that not happened. This is the back of Jebel Barkal. Jebel Barkal is a sacred area in ancient Nubia, and what Jebel Barkal is they think the representation of the crown, the pharaonic crown, and the ass sticking out. There's a separation on the other side. I couldn't get a picture of that, and they think that was actually a monument with that figure, with the snake coming out and the pharaonic kufi, before the civilizations united. So the pharaonic crown represents ancient Nubia and Kemet. Kemet, of course, the founder of the sciences and civilizations. I'm going to leave you with this one. But in my endeavor to raise money here, just a miscalculation, I did a lot of running around, a lot of work. I have raised $430. So that'll get me to Paris, but I might have to have a fundraiser to come back. So there's a Marriott conference that's going on in Paris, which is all of the European archaeologists and anthropologists get together and they decide what they're going to study in ancient Nubia, and they try to keep it a secret so that we don't study it. Okay, so it's kind of a mystery. We still haven't found out exactly when that conference is. We know it's in September. So thank you very much for your attention. Thank you very much for coming. I have one sister that's come to everyone with one. I have sisters, over there in the yellow. And I really just appreciate the support, because I will go to other people, but I want to come to my people first. I wanted to come to my people first, and then I'll go to the companies, and then I'll go to other people. But I've worked in the community, and I've been given to children. I've been given to my heart and soul. I give my heart and soul over at the Museum of African American History. Incidentally, there are some membership forms. Don't believe the media, please, unless the Museum of African American History will turn into an arm of the DIA or something else just equally is bad. So please support the museum. If you have some suggestions, write it down and give it to them, rumbling and everything behind people, and they don't know your suggestions, because I'm sure with all the resources in this room, you could help them as well. You see, I have volunteers from the museum, and don't support the personalities in the museum. support the longevity of the institution. We hope that that institution is going to last the next couple hundred years. Yes. They'll make community announcements later. Are we ready? Thank you very much.